Yeah, you start.
I am Josh, and we're in. Where are you?
I'm Banks.
Yeah, we're in noisy Winter Garden, Florida, home of the noise.
That's not that noisy.
What?
It's not. So, Josh, how do you deal with former girlfriends?
Former girlfriends. I haven't had to deal with a former girlfriend in a really long time. I think I pretty much ignore them. I think that's what I used to do.
All right. So, if you came across, if a former girlfriend reached out to you on Facebook, you'd basically ignore her.
At this point, it's been so long, I might actually re-engage as a friend, or
All right.
But yeah, I'd probably just ignore her.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
I have former girlfriends.
Wow, four more or former?
Former.
Oh, former. Sorry.
It is loud. It is loud out here. I have former girlfriends that I am friendly with. So, I mean, and I wanted to kind of know what your idea was about. I mean, because here's what I think. When you love somebody, I think you love me personally. I love someone, I love them forever. I don't care what they do. I still love them. And if I have a former girlfriend that I loved, then I will always love them. Now, the boundaries of that relationship changes. However we structure our interaction is different.
Yeah. What would you like to do with them? Is there something in particular you would like to do with former girlfriends? What would be ideal? Your ideal situation?
My ideal situation is to be friends still with them.
Okay.
Still have them in my. For some reason, they were in my life at one time, and maybe it was a rebound. Maybe it was for whatever they were in my life. I still want them in my life somehow. A friend, someone that we relate to. There's a comfort level to former girlfriend. I think there are, unless it ended, poorly. Now, I will say this: there are some former girlfriends that are not in my life, and they don't want to be in my life, and I probably do not want them in my life either.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah. It could be kind of. I mean, here you go. It comes back to breakups. How do you have the best breakup? We talked about my divorce and how I look at it as a success.
I like clean breaks. Clean.
Really?
Cold turkey.
Whoa.
Cold turkey. If you want to quit smoking, forget the patch, forget all the pills, forget all the talks and whatever. Just fucking stop. Stop and stop. Same thing with breakups. Just stop.
Really? Just rip that Band-Aid off.
No Band-Aid. Cauterize it. Done. Take the fucking hot poker and right? Done.
Ow.
Why prolong it?
So you're saying with the slow, like, don't hear from them a while. And then you hear from them and you don't hear from them a while. Because I think this is I think it's very prevalent. You find in this world of social media and the social world we live in, social virtual world, is that, is there ever a truly complete, cauterizing?
There can be.
You're right. There can be. However, I mean, with me, most of them I like to still be friends with.
But if you
a comfort level.
All right.
I mean, here you go. How do you create the comfort level with somebody you've never met before? You've got to hang out with them. I've already hung out with, some of these friends of mine, and we've been intimate, and then we're friends. And by being friends, there's a comfort level to we can kid around and, how do you do that with somebody you just meet? You don't. You have to go through the whole rigmarole of oh my God, we're dating.
That's right. You don't like to step up to bat. Remember that. You want people already on base. You don't like to step up to bat. Too much responsibility, too much work. We talk about
I know it. I couldn't get out of that episode fast enough. How much longer are we going to talk about this?
Until you get a base hit. Until you step up to the plate.
Wow.
I just think, if you cauterize it, all that's left is a scar.
All right.
Why hang out with a scar? And
well, it's part of me. It's going to be a reminder. I look at it. And, oh yeah.
But you don't have to look at it. You could just be like, whatever, a scar's there. Why focus on it?
You're right. And that does take time for it to move on out of your psyche. I had a friend of mine. She saw me hanging out with a woman, and she said, "Thanks. I see you with different women at different times. You, her view was you need to find one because if you don't, you'll grow old alone."
Okay.
That was her viewpoint. And
she was judging that as a bad thing? Sounds like.
She was saying find somebody. Her suggestions: find somebody so you don't grow old alone.
So she's saying growing old alone is a bad thing.
Yeah, I would take it that way. My view was like, I have these women that are my friends now. I'm not growing old alone. You see my point?
She has contract confusion. That's what's going on. She's got CC.
Okay.
I call it.
So what does that mean? You mean growing old, being alone? You're gonna old and alone. She's put together.
No. Contract confusion. CC. In other words, she's differentiating between friendship and significant relationship or monogamous relationship contracts. Because a friendship is a contract, just like a girlfriend is a contract. And to think that one is more secure than the other is ridiculous. To think that, my friends are going to disappear, but if I were dating someone, they're going to stick around. That's stupid. That's actually completely naive.
Well, there is
viewpoint.
There is a push for people my age who are single, divorcees, to find somebody. I mean, I feel like it's a push for men and for women. It's not just women that think that way. And I don't subscribe to that myself. I subscribe to why can't I have like 5 friends?
Right.
And why can't society look at me if I'm with a woman and then the next day or next 3 days later I'm with a different woman? Why do they look at that as, that's his partner, rather than, hey, that's his friend?
Well, because society's fucked up, first of all. But why don't you prove society wrong?
And how do I do that?
By doing what you're doing what feels right to you.
I see. And
then show them that it actually does work. That you can have good, solid friendships without being the one.
Right. And the one is a big jump. I mean, I think that society has built that
there's no such thing as the one. No such thing.
Well, okay, the concept of the one is out there. People have that.
The concept, but it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. There's not one person. There's only the people that are with people that they're happy with, that stay with 50 years, that's one of the ones. But if they were born in a different place, in a different time, they still would have found somebody. There was not just this magical, this is the only one for me bullshit. That's a fairy tale.
Okay, so
that's Disney.
We're making that up in our heads.
That's Disney.
The prince and the princess.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And not even that, there's multiple princesses and multiple princes that could have gotten together.
All right, so you're saying there's many. Okay, so what I think
that's like believing in God. That's irresponsible.
What I think I hear you saying is that that's a construct that we've created as humans. Because because if we lived, 100,000 years ago, we'd be in a tribe, and if whoever I was intimate with died, there'd just be another one there that I'd be intimate with. Or I'd be intimate with all of them. I mean,
try 5,000 years ago, not even that long ago.
Oh, all right. Okay. So the formers, I mean, they have a place in my heart still.
That's fine. Perfect.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. Here's the thing, though. For me, it's difficult to go. Okay, I'm going to go former. Let's say she broke up with me. She's former. I'm still a little bitter. When I get to the point where I'm like, I'm relaxed. I'm okay. Good. All right. I'm ready for you. In the same way, I think it goes the other way. If it's a former, I don't want to hang out with you, Banks. I'm
Well,
like,
you gotta
I
let that
get it.
wound heal, right? And then
Yeah,
when this time is ready, all right, now we can touch that section, that wound.
right. Now, is this what we're talking about now? Is this sexist in any way? Does this come across as being sexist?
I didn't hear anything about sex. No, I don't think so. There's nothing about sex.
All right. So sexist in the sexes, the female, male.
That's what I mean.
All right.
You're not talking. I mean, you have 5 friends
I have 5 friends.
at the same time.
5 friends, and
Yeah.
they're female.
Okay.
So when someone comes to me and says, "Hey, you're
being a womanizer.
Yeah.
You're being
How is that being womanizer?
That's something in their brain. Don't worry about.
But however, society still has that collective thought. Oh my God, he's with her. He's with her.
Society still allows this huge organization, actually 2 huge organizations, to molest children openly, the church and the Boy Scouts, and we don't hold people accountable. We let the church self-police themselves. Still, after years and years and years. So look, don't worry about what society thinks or does based on customs. Do what you know is right.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places.
I took a hard turn at the end. We went off the cliff there.
On the edge.
Oh, we didn't even get started.